Hi ninjas and welcome back to my channel. We are still in Valentine's Day theme and we are making something really special, really simple. Anybody can whip it up. You don't have to worry too much about ingredients because a lot of them are pantry staples. We are making chicken, but not any chicken. My marry me chicken. Now, disclaimer, I don't endorse the fact that this chicken will in fact guarantee you marriage, but it will definitely guarantee you deliciousness and a really yummy meal for 2 or 3 depending on how hungry you are. Now, traditional marry me chicken is basically filled with cream and parmesan and parsley and garlic, and it's very luscious and sweet, and that's delicious. I wanted to make my version of marry me chicken, which is basically spicy, sweet, sour, sticky, and a little bit more oomph that you can add into your Valentine's Day meal. Was that okay? Okay, so let's get started. So ideally you want to use something which has a leg and a thigh, something with the bone in and the skin on. I'm going to start by seasoning my chicken with salt. We then want to add some lemon juice over the chicken. This is essentially just seasoning the chicken. Basically, we score the chicken with a knife. You can use a fork, no problem. So we're going to make the marination, which starts with some barbecue sauce. We add that into a bowl, add a bit of soy sauce. Then we're going to add some GG paste, which has got some chili in it. GG paste is basically ginger garlic paste with some green chili in it. Got chili sauce. I'm using sriracha. You can use any chili sauce you absolutely have in your kitchen. Anything works. I'm going to use a little bit of honey because this is what makes it sweet and sticky and really yummy. We need a few drops of the Worcestershire sauce. Whew, that was a good one. So now we talk very quickly about dry spices. I've got Garam masala, which is basically a mixture of spices of cinnamon, cloves, star anise, nutmeg, a whole bunch of other things that are ground together to form this really nice powder. I've got paprika, which is going to add a bit of spice and also a really nice smoky flavor. Black pepper is an absolute must, powder, crushed, doesn't matter, and some dried herb. I'm using oregano, use anything you like. Add that into your marination. Stir it, stir it, stir it, stir it, stir it, stir it, really nice. So we want to pour this over the chicken. Just ensure that we are rubbing the marination into the chicken, between the skin and the meat. This is what's really going to make it taste really, really, really nice. So if you have time, let this marinate for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Otherwise, we can just start by searing the chicken, no problemo. So we're going to add a bit of oil. So we start by adding the chicken skin side down. That's the sound of love. We want to keep the gas high because we want to create a lovely golden color on the outside. So we want to check and see if we've got a bit of color. I'm going to use some tongs to do that. Oh, okay, I think we've got some color. So once it's got color on both sides, we're going to deglaze with a little water, and that's going to take out all the lovely goodness from the bottom of the pan. Don't forget all this lovely marinade that's left behind. You want to add that in as well. I then want to reduce the heat and let this cook. I'm going to add some onion rings into the chicken, so let's prep our onions. So we cut them into rings like this before we add it into the chicken. So once we've added our onions, we want to put a lid on it. We want this to cook slow for at least 25 to 30 minutes. This is chicken leg and thigh, so it's got bone, which means it does take longer. So halfway through the cooking process, I took out the lid and then I added my potatoes into the pan. I want to cook this until the sauce becomes thicker. I know. Basically, I want it to become thicker so that it can become glossy and sticky and coat the chicken really well, and it's going to be super sexy. So I'm going to serve the chicken with some green beans, which have been steamed. You could use broccoli, you could use peas as well, absolutely fine. I've just used a bit of olive oil, salt and pepper until they were done. So I'm going to take this off the heat now because my chicken is cooked and the potatoes have soaked up all the gravy as well. And now I want to just add my steamed green beans around. So I'm serving the chicken with some freshly sliced baguette. You could toast this, you could use flatbread, rice, couscous, anything that you like. But let's dig in. Fork. Okay. The onions have gotten all soft and the chicken's so juicy. Okay, let's go. Chicken is so juicy. It's so soft. This is my version of Marry Me chicken. So fun fact about this Marry Me chicken. This is actually my mom's recipe, and to be honest, my mom cooks 4 or 5 things really well, and this is one of them. So if we had guests over or there were birthdays and occasions, this is one of the dishes that you would find at my table. I mean, I've grown up eating this chicken and it's been one of my childhood memory favorites, hands down. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you try this recipe. It's so simple, but it's so delicious to make. And if you do, make sure to tag me so that I can see it. Follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get alerts every time a new video comes out. All the ingredients for this are in the description box below, but a detailed recipe with substitutes is on my website. Link is below. You can have a look at it. Thank you guys. Positive ninja vibes.